Wow, Smile2Jannah, a popular Muslim YouTuber, just defended the Jerusalem synagogue shooting to his 700,000 followers.
According to the news, 7 innocent worshipping Israelis have been killed in a vile attack. But if you've got more than 5 minutes for a simple Google search, you'll realize it is nowhere near as simple as that.
Okay, let's see how he justifies the murder of this 14-year-old Jewish boy.
The day before yesterday, in a refugee camp in a place called Jenin, there was a massacre committed by Israel. And here, 10 Palestinians were killed. Now, before somebody says, no, they were bad people.
They were. They were literally terrorists. Israel raided Jenin to thwart a terror cell from carrying out attacks in Israel. During the operation, 10 Palestinians were killed in a gunfight which they started. 9 of those killed have been confirmed as terrorists. Smile2Jannah appears to infer that there's an equivalency between Israel neutralizing 9 terrorists and a cold-blooded monster murdering 7 Jewish civilians, including one 14-year-old child. There is no equivalence. Shame on you.
They were bad people. What about this elderly woman, mate? What are you going to say then? Shh, be quiet.
No, no one is saying that. The death of Majida Ubaid is truly tragic. She was most likely caught in the crossfire, but the cause of her death has been investigated by both the Palestinians and the Israelis. But anybody with an ounce of humanity is mourning her death.
If the news were doing their job, they would report it as such. Yesterday, on the 27th, there was a retaliatory attack, killing 7 illegal settlers in East Jerusalem. The United Nations Security Council Resolution 2334 affirms the illegal nature of this occupation.
Is he justifying the slaughter of 7 innocent Jews because he thinks that there shouldn't be any Jews in that neighborhood? Look how easily he dehumanizes Jews. He doesn't want you to see this as a 14-year-old Jewish child. He wants you to see him as nothing more than an illegal settler.
Now, obviously, this wouldn't help Israel's cause. So what did they do? They started clutching at straws. Oh, this happened near a synagogue. So you had news handles like the BBC and Times making it seem like it happened in the synagogue, mate. When you look at CNN and New York Post, they were a bit better. After digging into their articles, they were using words like near the synagogue. But even their headlines were a bit dubious and gave the impression that yes, synagogue, mate. Why is this the case? Because they are trying to take the discussion somewhere else.
No, they're not. This is the synagogue. The terrorists drove down the street, stopped outside the synagogue and began shooting. There was nothing on the street but the synagogue. He went there to murder Jews, and Smile2Jannah is providing cover for him. For more context, a few years ago there was a terrorist who drove his van into a crowd of Muslims outside Finsbury Park Mosque. Just like with the synagogue shooting, the BBC and the Times both accurately reported it as a mosque attack. Now imagine how outraged Smile2Jannah would be if someone had tried to claim that that wasn't actually an attack on the mosque. Why? Because it happened outside. What an utterly disgusting response to the murder of 7 innocent souls. Shame on you.